Hello dear students, let us continue our discussion on methods of connection of three-phase systems. Now consider the three coils which we discussed in the generation of three-phase AC systems. There we saw two conductors were represented R1, R2, Y1, Y2, B1, B2, and we mark the coil like this. This is the first coil and this is the second coil. But in actual practice, these coils, if you represent like this, are conductors. If you represent like this, these are connected to form a coil, and practically there are n number of turns for this coil. So from now onwards, we are going to represent this particular coil with a starting end R1 and ending end R2, and this is the coil with n number of turns. Similarly, for the other phases Y and B also. Now this represents a three-phase 6-wire system. When you connect loads to each of these coils, voltages which are displaced by 120 degree get applied to the load. Okay, so here you can see a three-phase 6-wire system. R1, Y1, B1 are the starting ends of the respective coils, and R2, Y2, B2 are the finishing end of the respective coil. This is the starting end and this is the finishing end of the coils. Now these coils can be connected in different ways to form three-phase system with reduced connections. Here you have 6 wires to connect to the load, and to reduce the size of the system, to connect it, we can connect these coils in certain manner to produce a three-phase system. So we'll see the different connections, and before that we have to know a notation known as double script notation. That is, you indicate voltages using a double script. For example, VAB, double subscript. What does VAB mean? You are measuring the voltage of a point A in a circuit with respect to point B. Suppose you have an element across this. Okay, and you want to know what is the voltage across these 2 points A and B. So VAB will indicate a voltage between points A and B, with point positive being positive with respect to B during its positive half cycle. Okay. And what are the methods of connecting three phases? There are two methods based on the connection. They are star and delta connection. We'll see in detail each of these. Star connection. We have the same three coils here which are producing EMFs which are 120 degree displaced from each other. In star connection, you can say that the similar ends of the coils are connected together. So for R1, R2, you are taking R2 connection, then Y2 you are connecting here, and B2. These three are connected together at a point to form star connection. So you can connect loads at these terminals. Okay, loads means it can be a resistive load, it can be an RL load, it can be an RC load, and the connection of loads also will be in three-phase loads will also be in a particular manner across these three terminals, like either star or in delta form. Okay, so here you can see the similar ends are joined together to form a point known as neutral point. This N indicates neutral. I hope you are familiar with the terms phase and neutral. At your home you have, or in your domestic applications, you know that you use single phase loads there, isn't it? You have fans, lights, etc., which are connected to single phase supply. Where do you get the single phase supply from? You know, the distribution transformers are placed in your neighborhood by KSEB here. So from the distribution transformers, if you are a single phase customers, only one phase is coming to you, isn't it? So in that case, if single phase is coming to you, it can be either the voltage Rn or Yn or Bn, or you can say you have a three-phase, four-wire system which is giving power supply to your homes. Okay. If you do not take this neutral connection out, you will get a three-phase, three-wire system like this, with the neutral connection here. And if the connection is not taken out, and if a perfectly three-phase load is connected at its terminal, it is three-phase, three-wire system. Whereas if single-phase loads are connected across the supply, you need the fourth connection, that is a neutral connection out, that is three-phase, four-wire system. So we have a three-phase, four-wire system at the distribution side of the transformers, the low voltage side of the distribution transformers. Now we'll see the analysis in detail. This is coming back. This is the star connection and this is the neutral. So the voltage VRN is known as phase voltage. Right? This is the voltage across this particular phase, Rn. Now onwards we will start calling each of these three as a phase. This is R phase, Y phase and B phase. Okay. So VRN, VYN and VBN are the phase voltages. We are measuring the voltages of these points with respect to neutral. VRN, VYN and VBN. Okay, so we know that these voltages are displaced from each other by 120 degrees. That is why we are representing this connection in this format, like as if, and actually these coils are separated by, displaced in space by 120 degree, and because of that you get three voltages across these coils, and we have marked, instead of R1, R2, we are marking excuse me, Rn, Yn and Bn. Okay, now here you can see we have marked the voltages across these points. These points are not the same. This is the point R and this is the point Y. And we discussed about R with respect to N, and now we'll see what are VRY, VYB and VBR. These three are line voltages. Line voltages means in star connection, you see, we take the connection out and we can connect the load across these three terminals, R, Y, B. So this load can be connected either in star or delta. We have studied star connected resistive networks and delta connected resistive networks. Have you ever thought why we need these connections? That is because if you want to connect a load at the terminals of a three-phase supply, you can connect in either this format or this format, star or delta. So we are not discussing the details of the load now. Please understand that when you connect either this or this across this R, Y, B terminals, okay, current will start flowing in the circuit. These currents are marked here. The currents supplied by the three-phase system are marked here. IR is a current that is flowing through this particular phase. IY is a current that is flowing through this particular phase, and IB is a current that is flowing through the B phase. Please note that current through the winding as well as the line are the same in star connected system. The same current IR is flowing through this. The same current IY is flowing through this. The same current IB is flowing through this. Okay. Now, please note how we have marked RY. An arrow is marked here, and there is no arrow here, which means we are measuring the voltage of R with respect to Y. Please observe here VYB we have marked here, and we are measuring the voltage of Y, potential of Y with respect to B. Arrow is here, VYB. VBR is marked here and arrow is here. Why? We are measuring B with respect to R. So you can see that VRY, VYB, VBR are the line voltages here. This is a balanced star connected system. These windings are identical, and we know that if you take the phasors VRN plus VYN plus VBN equal to 0. We have discussed the phasor diagram. So these three are balanced voltages which are 120 degree phase shifted, and these are produced from identical coils, which gives a magnitude of VRN equal to magnitude of VYN, and that is also equal to magnitude of VBN. So that is what is known as a balanced system. And if a balanced system is connected to a balanced load in the sense these impedances are the same. The loads which you are connecting at the terminals are the same in all the three phases. If it is connected to a balanced load, the currents flowing from these also will be balanced, which means the phasor sum of IR, IY and IB will also be equal to 0, and these currents also will be displaced by 120 degree if a balanced load is connected at the terminals of this supply. Now this is the 3-phase 4-wire system where you have the flexibility to connect single phase loads. So this is what is done for a 3-phase consumer. If you have a 3-phase connection at your home, all these 4 wires are coming to your home from the distribution transformer, and the loads in your premises will be connected. The single phase loads will be connected after balancing. They will balance the loads which are connected to each of these phases. That is, the wiring is done in such a manner to ensure that there is no severe load imbalance between the 3 phases of the distribution transformer. The consumer loads are connected and checked in such a manner. Now, the relation between line and phase voltages in star connected system. Okay, in star connected system, we see if you take the phasor sum, VRY is equal to VRN minus VIN, VYB is equal to VYN minus VBN, and VBR is equal to VBN minus VRN. You can see that here. VRY, the potential of R with respect to Y is, if you take another point and you measure VR, voltage of R with respect to N, that minus this VYN will give you VRY. Okay, so you can take any other point, but we have a neutral point which is available here. So the potential of R with respect to N and Y with respect to N are available here. That is why we are taking VRY equal to VRN minus VYN, and VYB is equal to VYN minus VBN, etc. And in phasor form, if you draw, first you can draw VRN, and VYN is lagging behind VRN by 90 degree, and VBN is lagging behind VRN by 240 degree, or 120 degree is the angle between these 3 per phase voltages. Okay, now how will you find VRN minus VYN? VRN minus VYN is equal to VRN plus minus VYN. Similar is the case with VYB and VBR. So if this is VRN and if this is VYN, the opposite phasor to VYN will be minus VYN. So the phasor sum of VRN plus minus VYN is given like this. You can complete the parallelogram here to find the phasor sum of VRN and minus VYN, and that phasor diagonal of this parallelogram will give you the line voltage VRY. Similarly, if you want to find VYB, you can take VYB is equal to VYN plus minus VBN, and that is shown here as VYN plus minus VBN. You can complete this parallelogram and find out what is VYN plus minus VBN, and that will give you VYB. The phasor VYB. Please note, though it is not marked, all these are phasors which are marked here. This is a phasor sum, not algebraic sum we are taking. We are taking phasor sum for AC quantities here. Similarly, VBR. For getting VBR, you need VBN plus minus VRN. So this is minus VRN, and the phasor sum you can get by completing the parallelogram and drawing its diagonals. So you know that the magnitudes of these are same. These are identical coils. We can call it as V phase. Why? These are phase values, phase voltages of each phase, Rn, Yn and Vb. So these magnitudes are same. And if you take it as V phase and you apply parallelogram law here, you will get the diagonal of the parallelogram, VRY. What is this angle? If this is 120 degree, this is 60 degree. If this is 60 degree, this angle will be 30 degree. The diagonal is making with the vector VRN. So you get VRY is equal to 2 times V phase cos 60 by 2, or you get an expression root 3 times V phase. So the magnitude of VRY or this diagonal is root 3 times the phase value. Similar is the case with VYB and VBR. So the relationship between line voltage and phase voltage in a star connected supply system is line voltage is equal to root 3 times the phase voltage. That is, if you take a voltmeter and connect across these R and N, you will get V phase, and you connect the voltmeter across these points R and Y, you will get a value equal to root 3 times V phase if you measure the value of voltages across these points. Now line current is equal to phase current. We discussed that this IR is, this is the line current, and that is also, sorry, this is the phase current. It is also equal to the line current which is flowing when you connect the load. Also, the line voltages are 30 degree ahead of their respective phase voltages. You can see that here. The line voltages are leading the phase voltages by 30 degree. RY is a line voltage. It is leading this VRN by 30 degree. Okay. Next, we'll see delta connection. What is the peculiarity here? The dissimilar ends of each coil are connected here. You can see R1, R2 is the first coil, and R2 is connected to the dissimilar end, that is the finishing end of the second coil, Y phase. So R2 and Y1 are connected, then Y2 and B1 are connected, and B2 and R1 are connected. Please note that these are not shorted. You know the voltage across R1, R2, Y1, Y2 and B1, B2 are displaced by 120 degree each. Okay. So this connection, if you change the notations here and give a single notation to each of these points, we'll see how it is. We are marking this point as R, this point as Y, and this point as B. Here we have the starting end of Y, here we have the starting end of R, and here we have the starting end of B phase. So the important point you have to note here is that how it is different from the star connected system. You can see this is the voltage across the phase. So you can mark it as V phase. And the line is also connected across the same point. So what is V line? This is the voltage across lines. So in this case, V line is equal to V phase. You don't have a neutral point here. So this delta connection connected supply can be connected in 3-phase 3-wire manner only. You cannot have an option for 4-wire system. You cannot have an option for 4-wire system. Now, when you connect a load can be in star or delta as I mentioned before. If you connect a load here, the current will start flowing from the supply. So when current starts flowing from the supply, if you mark the currents through each of these phases like this, if IR is a current that is flowing in this direction through R phase, IY is a current through Y phase, and IB is a current through B phase. If you apply KCL at these points, IR is flowing in this direction, IB is flowing in this direction. So what is the current flowing through the R phase line? It is IR minus IB. What is the current flowing through the Y phase line or Y line? You can say the line current IY. It is actually IY minus IR is flowing in the form as line current. Now here in B phase, IB is flowing in this direction, IY is flowing in this direction. So the current that is flowing through this line is IB minus IY. Next we'll see the phasor diagram. Here the voltages are the same. Line voltages are equal to phase voltages. Okay. So the necessity of phasor diagram comes here for the currents. So if IR is a current, if the voltage and load are balanced, then currents also will be balanced. So IR, IY in each phase, IR, IY and IB will be displaced by 120 degree. And we saw the line current IR minus IB is flowing through the line which is connected to the point R. So IR minus IB will be IR plus minus IB. So if you have IR here and if you draw minus IB opposite to IB and you complete the parallelogram in the same way you have done for the voltages, you can get the line current values IR minus IB. Similarly, you can get IY minus IR and IB minus IY from these three parallelograms. So if we continue with the same analysis here. So first line current, second line current and third line currents we have marked, and the magnitude of IR, IY and IB is equal to I phase. Since the load is balanced, the currents also will be balanced when the load is connected to a three-phase balance supply. So IL will be given by 2 I phase cos 60 by 2, or IL will be root 3 times I phase in a delta connected system, whereas the voltages, the line voltages will be equal to the phase voltages, and line currents are 30 degree behind their respective phase currents. You can see the line currents are 30 degree behind these the respective phase current, and the angle, this angle you can see it is 60 degree, and the angle between each of these phase currents is 120 degree. Also the angle between these line currents IR minus IB, IY minus IR and IB minus IY will also be 120 degree, since the load is balanced and the supply is also a balanced three-phase supply. Okay, we'll continue our discussion in the next lecture. Thank you.